curious about the potential benefits of keto on your endurance performance? In this video, we'll be discussing 3 studies that have investigated the effects of keto on endurance. Let's get right into it. Study 1 conducted a review of 7 studies that investigated the relationship between keto and VO2 max. This is a biomarker for endurance performance. The review found that while 2 of the studies showed a significant increase in VO2 max after consuming a keto diet, these increases were not unique to the diet itself and were also found in other diets that were studied. The review also found that 4 of the 7 studies reported insignificant VO2 max outcomes, meaning that keto did not result in a significant improvement in VO2 max. The study highlights a few biological mechanisms that might explain why keto doesn't always lead to improved endurance, such as how efficient the food is at fueling our bodies. In conclusion, keto may be beneficial for some individuals, but it's definitely not a one-size-fits-all solution. Future studies should look to investigate the impact of genetics and other similar factors on the effectiveness of keto for endurance athletes. If you are finding this video useful so far, don't forget to leave a like below. Study 2 conducted a meta-analysis of 10 different studies that examined the effects of keto on the performance of endurance athletes. The analysis found that the keto diet increased fat oxidation during exercise, but had little to no effect on VO2 max, time to exhaustion, and maximum heart rate. Some studies showed a negative effect on keto on VO2 max due to body mass reduction, and other studies reported an increased VO2 max in untrained, healthy male athletes. There was also no change in endurance-trained athletes. Essentially, the results are quite mixed. Again, the keto diet may have some potential benefits for endurance athletes in terms of increasing fat oxidation, but it should be carefully considered alongside its impact on VO2 max, time to exhaustion, and maximum heart rate. Noticing a bit of a pattern here? Let's take a look at the last study. Study 3 investigated the long-term effects of a keto diet on the performance of endurance-trained athletes. Shock. 20 male athletes were divided into 2 groups, one following a high-carb diet and the other following a keto diet. Both groups went through the same 12-week program and were assessed for body composition and performance measures before and after the program. The performance measures included a 100k time trial, a 6-second sprint, and a critical power test. The results found that the keto group experienced a greater decrease in body mass and body fat percentage compared to the high-carb group. There was also no significant difference between the groups in the 100km time trial, but the keto group had a significant increase in peak power during the 6-second sprint and a significant increase in peak power during the critical power test. Keto group also had a better fat oxidation during the 100km time trial. This study concluded that a 12-week period of keto adaptation and exercise training enhanced body composition, oxidation during exercise, and specific measures of performance relevant to competitive endurance athletes. In conclusion, the 3 studies discussed here shed some light on the relationship between a keto diet and endurance performance among athletes. While the studies suggest that a keto diet may have some potential benefits for endurance athletes, the results are not consistent across all the studies, and the effectiveness of the diet depends on various factors, including the athlete's genetics, training status, and dietary preferences. So in my opinion, and you can take this whatever way you like, I'd say try it for a while, give it an honest effort, and if you feel it benefits you, then great. If you feel it hinders your progress, just simply revert it back to the norm. There is nothing wrong with trying these things. If you do want to learn more about training, just click here.